Peace, fam. It's your boy, Godly Mind State. We back at it again. The freedom fight continues. I'm back again to point out more discrepancies and the way that America tends to handle different ethnicities of people. Okay, now you see, I got this story from News One, and it was written by Megan Sims, and the title of the cover of the story, it says, "As white domestic terror thrives, teen who threatened to get a gun and kill everyone is released. This is America." All right, story goes on to read, America reportedly shows that some lives are more important for it to protect and preserve than others after a white teen student received preferential legal treatment despite showing obvious signs of being dangerously violent in school. On August 6, 17-year-old Ty Holder was arrested after showing up for class drunk at his Cobb County school in Georgia, according to WSB-TV. When an assistant principal confronted him during the second period, police said Holder kicked the administrator in the groin. Reports also show that after kicking the assistant principal, he threatened other school officers as well as fellow students, saying, "When I get out," wait a minute, and I quote, let me quote, "When I get out, I'm going to get a gun and come back and kill everyone." Let me read that again for the slow ones, okay? It says, "When I get out, I am going to get a gun and come back and kill everyone." All right, viral video showed Holder in handcuffs outside of a school, kicking violently at an unidentified man as a police officer and another man tried to hold him back. So let's see, they got a little clip of that right there. If I can find the clip. Where the fucking clip at? Oh, right here. Oh, I'm gonna read it. It says, "When I get out," oh, it's the same shit I just read. Same shit, but here go the clip of that right there.
Oh my God. Jesus.
I know you saw that, but I'm gonna play it one more time for you. Let's run it back one more time.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Now, even with that takedown right there, you saw how gently and nicely they placed that young man on the sidewalk. Didn't slam him on his head. Didn't slam him face down. They gently and politely and accurately did their job in detaining the suspect. It just makes me wonder though, if the suspect had just a slight tad bit more melanin in his skin, would have took their time and neatly placed them down on the sidewalk like that, or would he have ended up with some scratches and some fucked up shit? And matter of fact, just think about it, the way he was kicking and shit at somebody, he probably would have got shot, bro. I hate to just go straight there, but shit, we got all the video evidence to prove it. That's the type of shit that get you killed if you're a black man. But anyway, let me go ahead on and try to get deep into the story. The assistant principal had to be treated at the hospital for his injuries. WSB reported that Holder was charged with several crimes, including terroristic threats, alcohol possession on public school grounds, battery of a teacher, and simple battery of an officer. He was initially held without bond. He should be held without fucking bond because he a threat to go and kill everybody. He said it. He said, "When I get out, I'm going to get my gun and I'm going to kill everybody." Now, in the wake of the United States having three consecutive mass shootings within a 7 or 9 day span, you think that this type of rhetoric would be taken serious. But of course not. Of course he out already. It says on Monday, in Pete White privileged fashion, a judge decided to reconsider Holder's bond and lowered it to $1,000 to $10,000, which allowed him to be bailed out by a family member, and he was taken to a mental health facility to be treated. The good old mentally ill, excuse. They always got that on standby for certain people. That generous decision was made despite the recent spate of mass shootings and domestic terrorism being committed at the hands of white males whose profiles seem to match up quite well with Holder's. Yeah, he one of them motherfuckers that'll come shoot up everything. Of course, we know it. Everybody know it. But see, the job ain't been done yet. He ain't shot up everybody yet. So you got to release him back to the street and give him time to get his shit together and give him time to go on a motherfucking rampage before you either kill him or take him and lock him away for however long. He ain't did that yet, so they got to release him back to the street till he fulfill his mission. It said the Cobb County School District responded to the incident in a statement praising the officials at Walter High School. Staff in all Cobb schools are trained in prevention and intervention. Let me start over with that. Staff in all Cobb schools are trained in prevention and intervention, best practices, and care about the welfare of every student in the district. Walton High School staff responded quickly and appropriately and did what they have been trained to do. Remember that. That's what they've been trained to do. They've been trained to treat certain motherfuckers gently and to treat certain other people hyper aggressively. It's part of their training. I keep reiterating that they doing their job to the motherfucking T. You see shit like that, it lets you know that people can't be without being killed. People can't be apprehended without being shot, without even asking their name. It's possible if that's what their intentions are for you. But if their intentions are to go ahead and treat you like a hostile threat, even though you don't have a weapon and you being compliant, but if they want to perceive you as a threat, it's what they do. And if they don't want to perceive you as a threat, they got a way to lock you up without perceiving you as a threat. Apparently, he was too much of a kid, too thin, that they knew they can handle him without killing him, so they did. But the same rules don't apply to people who look like me. But I'm sure you know that if you listen to any of my videos. So at this point, we just going through what we going through. Though this story seems to have a happy ending for Holder, there have been countless black teens that lost their lives on the mere suspicion of criminality. A tragic example would be Khalif Browder, who, despite maintaining his innocence, was jailed at Riker Island in 2010 at 16 years old after being accused of robbing a teen of his backpack. Unlike Holder's family, Browder's family could not afford bail, and he spent 3 years at a notorious jail where he endured beatings from prison guards and inmates, as well as 400 days in solitary confinement. While charges were later dropped and he finally was released from jail, Browder suffered deep physical and psychological damage and committed suicide in 2015 at the age of 22. So that was just an example. That's the end of the story too, but that was just an example of the difference between the way you treat a black 16-year-old and a white 16-year-old. That's one of them is actually a real fucking threat, but he not my color. He don't fit any description that I could fit. So you get to get gently placed on the ground, and you get the judge to go back and redact the statement saying that you didn't deserve bail and come back and give you a cheap ass bail that your mama can hustle up on within 24 hours and get you out. So I don't, my point of this, I just don't see it playing out the same way if Holder was a black dude. And I don't see them placing any labels on Holder. I don't see them placing any white supremacist, white extreme, right identity extremists on him or none of that shit. He just a kid. He just a kid who deserves a second chance at life, apparently. Even though my brothers and sisters in these same, way lesser predicaments, way less, for doing way less, probably for selling water on the sidewalk. Yeah, I covered the story of a dude selling water in 100-degree weather. He got choked out and nearly killed for selling water when this motherfucker here is violently kicking at people and threatening to come back and kill everybody. It's only a matter of time before he try to pull something off. I'm not gonna say he gonna get with it, get away with it, and I definitely hope that anything that he was to try that he wouldn't get away with it. But he definitely got his second chance at getting it right. He can get it whenever he get out of the motherfucking psych ward. He might not be in there for 10 days. He probably already out by the time they print this story. You never fucking know. But he got a second chance at life, and he got a second chance at doing his due diligence to promote and stabilize even further white supremacy in this society. So, it's just a weird scenario. It's just weird circumstances, and it's not necessarily troubling to me because it's to be expected, but it's definitely something that I want to come on here and point out to people who listen to me. So there it is, man. But let me know how you feel. Let me know if you think he just a kid and he deserve another chance at life, and he wouldn't dare hurt a fly, he wouldn't dare shoot up all the people that he threatened. Or let me know if you think this is a crazy motherfucker who should have stayed the fuck in jail. Ain't no motherfucking rehab if you fit the profile right here. It is what it is. It's your boy, man.